distinguished guests, my brother officers, ladies and gentlemen. My presentation will be maritime surveillance, sensor information fusion to assist in decision making for the Sri Lanka Navy, which will indirectly ensure the national security to achieve the sustainable development. The sequence of my presentation is as depicted on the screen. The advance in technology have led the creation of many sensory information sources, overwhelming the receiver with the information overloading situation. Information fusion is needed to reduce the uncertainty associated with each sensor. The objective of the fusion process is to provide the user with the abstract layer of information derived from the basic sensors, thus eliminating unnecessary information. There are various technologies for detection and identification of objects, such as radar, cameras, the AIS system. But every sensor technology has its own limitation in range, detection, recognition, and the coverage. Fusion of data extracted from these different sensors will greatly help to overcome the problems and further improve the reliability. The 3D virtual environment is created to achieve the better visualization compared to 2D maps. The system what we have developed is already being deployed in command ops rooms, Navy headquarters, and further research and development work in progress. If you see the sensors what we are used in the Sri Lanka Navy at present, the AIS, Automatic Identification System, Expand Radar, the sonar, MSTT, that is Maritime Small Target Trackers, the HFSWR, that is High Frequency Surface Wave Radar, and this HFSWR and automatic vessel locating system that locates all the Sri Lanka Navy craft deployed around the island, and the other information such as radio communication, intelligent data that we have gathered, and day and night camera, the information that we receive, that is CCTV cameras and the thermal cameras. First, we look into what is AIS. The AIS is an automatic tracking system used by the ships and vessels traffic services for identifying and locating vessels by electronically exchanging data with other nearby ships and AIS-based stations. The International Maritime Organization's International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea requires the AIS to be fitted on board international voyaging ships, which are with over 300 gross tonnage, and all the passenger ships, regardless of its size. What does this AIS systems gives us? It gives us the name of the ships, MMSI number, Marine Mobile Service Identification number, International Maritime Organization number, then the voyage-related details such as the latitude, longitude, the last port of call, next port of call, the cargo that it carries, length, breadth, the country of registration, etc. Then coming to the radar system, the radar system is nothing but the electromagnetic system used for the detection and locating the objects. What it gives us? It operates by transmitting a pulse modulated EM wave and detect the nature of the echo signals. Radar information gives us the range and the bearing of a target. With the introduction of this APA, that is automatic radar plotting aid, we can get more information about the target that we are tracking. It gives us the course, speed, and other details like the closest point to approach. Radar has its own limitation and unable to provide generic information of a target. Although AIS gives more data about particular ships, that data transmitted by the ship may not be accurate as it can be tampered and may deceive an authority. AIS enables the authorities to identify specific vessels and their activities within the near nation's exclusive economic zone. When AIS data is fused with the existing radar systems, authorities are able to differentiate between vessels more easily. Hence, fusion of AIS and radar will minimize the uncertainty of data and improves the quality of the information. This is the AIS system overview, where there are a number of ships at a time in a harbor which has equipped with the GPS and the heading information, and all other shipping information will be fed into the AIS base station in different locations and connected to a common server through a wide area network, that is through microwave network. The pictorial aspect of that, what I told, I can describe it as you can see on the screen. On the left side, you find there are 4 AIS base stations installed in north in Jaffna, one in east, that is in Trincomalee, one in south in Galle, and one in west, that is in Colombo Harbour. The Google map of Colombo Harbour you can see on the other picture, and AIS information that we have received in the ships from the AIS system fitted are marked in green. By just touching of any of these craft, the craft detail can be obtained with all the details what we are interested in, the type of cargo, as I mentioned earlier, AIS data, MMSI number, IMO number, last port of call, next port of call, whether it is cruising or secured or not under command, the type of cargo that it carries, all other details can be obtained from that. Now, we go into a little bit of theoretical part of that. As I mentioned, the radar with APA facility provide the continuous track data of a target. This target message TTM data will extract from the pulse radar are fed to this information fusion engine, as I shown earlier, which has our interested target information like target number that we have tracked, target distance, bearing, target the speed, and the target course. The range and the bearing information obtained from the radar are converted into the latitude and longitude using a formula programmed in the Java language. The target information is then kept in the database to fuse with the other sensors. This identification pipeline shows, and it is self-explanatory, how an object is detected and then how the vessel is identified if you follow through the flow. The traditional GIS are consisting of 2D maps, but here we have developed a 3D virtual environment as a 3D GIS, incorporating real-time information. In the entire visualization system is based on Org3D, an open source graphic rendering engine, and Google Maps are used to create the 3D models of the environment. This will greatly enhance the user perception in terms of position and orientation of interested maritime domain. The architecture consists of real-time object detection systems, information fusion engine, a human computer interface, and visualization system. The system consists of a remote sensing network distributed over a large area coverage a major economical busy marine domain. A secured wide area network is used to connect these sensors distributed over the large maritime area, such as AIS, radar, and other distant object detection system. In addition to that, an informal means of a data gathering can be used. Fusion Engine has been developed to incorporate the above sensors in a common operating picture. That is the ultimate. This is the 3D immersed visual telepresence for the surveillance and maneuvering planning, what we have developed, 3D graphics of Colombo Harbour. The real-time information of a target are transferred from the Fusion Engine to 3D virtual world using XML, that is Extensible Markup Language. The ship models are loaded into the virtual environment according to their type, such as cargo, tankers, or passenger ships. The position of the ships in the virtual environment will be done according to their latitude and longitude. The latitude and longitude data received from the Fusion Engine are then converted to matching coordinates with the virtual world and real world using specific formulas. The future work. The future work incorporates the development of fusion algorithm for AIS, radar, which we have done already, and IP cameras, automatic vessel locating system, and high-frequency surface wave radars. Future research will focus on generic sensor description procedure of the sensor input, which will facilitate the fusion information from any given sensor. It will act like a black box. You can plug in and play. Give any sensor information into that. You can incorporate that into the common picture. Further improvements on the visualization of sensor information on 3D virtual environment is yet to be implemented. Once we incorporate all the data of CCTV cameras, automatic identification system, automatic vessel locating system, the HFSWR, high frequency surface wave radar, and the AIS information, the common picture will look like what I show here. Conclusion. The sensor information fusion has overcome the individual limitations of different sensors and the level of uncertainty of detecting targets presented on a common operating picture. The system provides the valuable details of detected ships along with the picture. Further, it represents a very clear deployment of ships in and around the Sri Lankan waters in order to assist in decision making to deploy of own asset effectively. Now, this is the ship simulator which was developed by the Sri Lanka Navy and University of Colombo, which run on the virtual data. With the incorporation of our real-time data into the virtual world, some person will be able to steer the simulator through the real-time information, with the real-time information turned into the virtual world in future. Thank you.